Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Will Wonder Pod interviews. I have a very special guest today. I'm excited to interview this guy, actor, producer, father, former hip hop star, from what I understand, out here in Salt Lake City. Musa Aden. Musa, how are you?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me, bro.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. We're going to dive into a lot of stuff, man. We're going to go all over the place, but like what I like to do with everybody is start off right from the beginning. So start off from childhood. I read a little bit about you.
Okay.
From Somalia, there was a civil war going on there.
Right.
So I want to back up. I'm assuming, and I don't know, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Was this going on the whole time you were there, or was it?
No.
Okay.
So my dad was a businessman. Before the war happened, I was a little baby. Before the war even started, so he came. He knew what's about to happen. So he was already in Italy. Then he called our family, said, "You know what? We need to get out. So take the family, go take a plane, go to Kenya." That's it. That's all we knew. And we fly there, went to Kenya. So we stayed there for a couple of years, and we thought, okay, it's gonna get better, so let's go back.
Yeah.
So that was the bad decision to go back. When we go back is when the war even gets worse, and that's when the black hack down, and you see bodies everywhere, and and that's when we said, you know what, that's it.
Yeah.
We need to just go back Kenya.
Yeah.
And that's how we started from Somalia.
So as a child, like, what was life like for you in Somalia prior to that? Do you remember? Like, 10, is a relatively not old age, but you have memories from back then.
The only memories I have, honestly, which is sad with Somalia, is that it's war, right?
Got it.
People, they live in that, like you can hear. It's like, so there's a point that, the gun doesn't even scare you anymore.
Jeez.
Yeah, no, for it. It's like, it becomes like, if you hear like a couple of shots and even that's also nothing. But when it's like a big boom and all of a sudden, that's like, okay, there's war going on. Everybody, put your head down. Let's get through it tomorrow. So at that point, everybody, they were like, okay, let's just go through till tomorrow. You see, that kind of life, like, I want to live till tomorrow. That's how it was, right? And the childhood out there was not good because you can't go outside anymore. You can't, because when you're young, 10 years old, 8 years old, you want to go play with, hang out with friends or whatever you have to do, but now not anymore. And then you see that you think that when Black Hawk Down, American, Italy come in, thinking that it's going to get better, but it's not. They're looking for someone, but they're making a lot of mess. And that's even scarier because you don't know who's the good guy, you don't know who's the bad guy.
Yeah.
So you need to get the hell out of there. So, and that's we were in the core, Bakara, close to. So I used to live in it's called Holwadak, close to Bakara, and that was the craziest place ever. So in Mogadishu, so there's no sleep out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's always something going on. There's always somebody's getting killed. There's always bodies on the street. So that's why my family, they couldn't even live there. So we had to get out, go to Kenya, and that's how we end up here.
Where do you fall? Like, you have brothers, sisters?
So I have, for my family, I have a younger brother and 4 sisters. But I also have a brother from my dad's side.
Okay.
So he was in Utah by that time. Was going to University of Utah before he moved to Canada. That's when we were in Kenya, so that's when he called my dad and said, hey, you guys want to come with me in Canada or you guys want to come to the United States? The funny thing is, nobody knew what the heck is Utah is. Yes, we know United States. Yeah, we know, anybody out there, you can tell on USA, okay, New York, California.
Yeah.
That's it. Not a lot of places you can name it. But nobody knew where Utah is.
Yeah.
So my mom, she knows Canada. She's like, no, I don't want to go a place that's snow. Take me to the United States. She has no idea. Damn. We come here snowing on December.
Yeah.
And I remember that we at the airport, my mom and my brother from my dad's side arguing. I told you I don't want to go to Canada. I told you. They're like, I can hear it. And my brother's trying to calm my mom down. It's like, hey, look at the flag.
Yeah.
And she stayed here, I believe, 3 years, and she moved to San Diego.
She's like, I'm
out.
out.
No, it's just because of her health and it's not gonna go well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What man, so coming from a place where, like you said, like gunshots are normal, you're just trying to get to the next day, then coming to a place like Utah where it's not anything like that. How did you get used to life in Utah, or I guess, in the States in general, but in Utah, coming from where you were from? Like, did it take a while to trust people, or what was that like for you?
Um, it's hard. For me, actually, I knew English a little bit, like
Okay.
because in Kenya, the second language is British English, so I knew a little bit. I can understand it when I come here. So going to school and everything, I was always outgoing person. I like to get to know people, right? And believe me or not, I did not learn how to speak English in the school. I learned from friends, people I hang out with. So I always trying to hang out with people who are not from my country.
Okay.
So I tried to. I got my ass whooped a couple of times. Then I went to after middle school. I went to Highland High School,
Okay.
which is not fun, and that's when I got my cut on my neck because of. You gotta understand like what side you're gonna be on, and which is we don't have that in Somalia. We don't have that gang.
Yeah.
Yes, we have only one thing. Like I mean, there's the bad people, there's the good people. Simple as that.
Right.
In here is way that, and back then, as you know, Utah, if you wear a certain colored clothes, you either have to be one side. So, and I remember that I was in a cafeteria. One of my cousin and one of my good friend, there was a fight in the cafeteria, but they had a crew. But the crew didn't know me, but this dude knew who I am.
Yeah.
All I was trying to do is to stop people. But I didn't even feel it because somebody walked by me and cut me, but I didn't feel that at all until my shirt get heavier. And
Jesus.
I know, and I walked away, I ran away, and then my friend said, "Hey, you're bleeding." I looked at it, I already panicked, run away. And as you know, that back then you can't snitch. That's the mentality, which is the stupidest mentality ever. You can't snitch, so I ran away, stay at my friend's house, run away from mom's house. I thought that was a great idea. I'm not a snitch. I didn't snitch nothing. I thought it was gonna heal. So yeah, but yeah. To go back to your question, it wasn't easy getting to know people here because one, no matter what color your skin, they still gonna treat you. No matter where you come from, Africa or you born here, you don't matter.
Yeah.
You're still African American, no matter where you came from. I had to adapt that. I have to learn that. I have to learn who to hang out with. So then I cut people that I don't know because we're not the same culture because I wasn't growing with them. I wasn't learning other than English. So I started hanging out with friends, and that's where the music come from. Yeah.
Man, so geez, that was a lot. I want to back up to when this happened.
Okay.
So you said you go to your friend's house. So no, like you didn't go to the hospital, none of that. You
Nope.
just and you said your mom was still here then, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what did she say once you actually came home?
Oh yeah. So I was missing school because I wasn't going to school at all. 'Cause,
Okay. Well,
I
yeah,
mean,
you just got stabbed.
Yeah, because they have to ask me a question because they knew it happened in the school, so
Yeah.
they question everybody. Going back to my mom's house because that time the scar was not that big, but it was healing.
Yeah.
But if the infection is there, you think it's healing, but it's not because
Right.
it's infecting inside.
Yep.
Going back to my mom's house, she found out. First thing she said that, yes, you run away. You think that was a great idea. What about if you die that time?
Yeah.
What will happen, right? As a kid, I didn't know. And she has the right to say everything. So she was mad because of the action that I took, that it was not a great action that I had to leave. But I learned my lesson from there, and then I had to change the school to go to another school and to finish my high school. And but it wasn't a way that I wanted to end. I wish I could, like as of right now, I'm grown and father and everything. If I can go back, first thing I will do like stay where I was at, right? I don't care how much trouble I'm in. I'm already in trouble. Just get help, let them stitches, and I wouldn't even have that. And I had 3 different surgeries just to get like this. If you
Jeez.
see me last year, you're like, what the heck? Because it was bumped,
Uh-huh.
always infection, always hair growing in the middle. So it was bad. So I had to spend money. And thanks to Dr. Jerry, he's a plastic surgeon. He helped me a lot. So he did 2 surgeries because they had to cut around it, remove it, heal it. Then I had to go back And this time they had to put me down because last time he said you were moving. So they had the stitches inside instead of outside.
Got it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't fun. So I will not encourage everybody to be a hero because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, this is your life. Yeah, what I mean. So, and it's in bad spot. Imagine like a couple of like veins got cut.
Well, yeah, and it could have, I
Yeah.
mean, a centimeter away, you know what I mean?
But I thought I was the shit. I was the gangster. It's like I'm not snitching. You see, look at me,
Yeah.
I'm the gang. But yeah, that was bad.
My God, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So, okay. Did you come here when you were 10? Is that the
Yeah.
age that you flew, or you guys came to the
Yeah,
United States?
I was almost 10, and the school that I was going, they had to start me for the, right away, like, middle school. So
Yeah.
I missed a lot. And I believe I only stayed at middle school for a couple of months, then already freshman in high school already. That time, so when you come into United States and your country, there's a war, you have no option other than what the age they give you here.
Got it.
Yeah, I come in as 10 years old, but the age they got me here, it was like I'm already on a 9th grade in high school or 8th grade in middle school, that's not what it's supposed to be. So I was supposed to be like in finishing middle school, I didn't go to, but that time you can't go back and get your certificate because they know there's a war going on. There's
Yeah,
no
how are you
president, so
gonna-
they're like,
yeah.
nope, that's what it's gonna be. So we have to go with that. Yeah, I wasn't here with my real age, missed an education, but I always catch up and end up finishing my high school. But yeah, it's crazy. A lot of people, you see a kid that you can tell is only 10 years old, the age they got him from here, just to get him here, is 16, 17 years old, but he's not that age.
How does that work out? Like they did, like, so they just kind of give you an age, even though, I mean, you know how old you are, but you don't necessarily have your certificate or any type of birth information.
Until you prove it. But that moment, now they're accepting it because there's a government there. Back then, they didn't.
Got it.
They will allow you to have your real name, right? So if you look at a lot of refugees right now, you will see all the months is January.
Okay.
My birth is March 3rd. Everybody, they have to give in January. Because of their excuse that because of this war going on, I don't care what you tell me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care what kind of paper you have because there's no government you have out there.
Yeah.
So they have to do that way. And that's why I had to start in 8th grade. I could have started good from fresh. I couldn't because I have to go with the age the paper's saying.
That is nuts. Because,
No.
like, how do you put a 10-year-old with, 13, 14-year-old kids? It's
You tell me about it because
Yeah.
they even the funny thing is when they took me, so my brother from my dad's side, when he took me to school and signed me up, he's trying to explain to them. It's like, hey, this is the real age. He had some papers that shows our real age.
yeah.
They couldn't because they said this is not a paper from here. This is a paper from another country. So we'll do the best we can. We will give them as much education they can get, but we have to follow. And back then, there was like there's no way around it. Where now people understand it, people know because when you have how many millions of refugees and all at January 1st, they can't be that.
Exactly, yeah.
So now they
Got a
understand
whole bunch
it.
of New Year's
All
babies
of them,
around here.
January, it's not even January 1st,
Yeah,
everybody,
yeah.
January 1st. And when I was getting my passport and I tried to change it, they won't let me.
Wow.
Yeah, they won't let me at all. They're like, I'm sorry, they can't.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? I don't care. It's
Yeah.
a couple of years. Why not? I'm just going to go with that. So I'll do my driving earlier, being 21 earlier, so why not?
Yeah.
So, but I feel bad that people have to deal with. They have to understand people losing a time to learn education because of the age. But for us, though, all we were thinking is that we need to get out the country.
Yeah.
We are in a safe place, and that's the other thing. It's not a safe place. That's the other thing is because a lot of people don't understand. Leaving everything behind. So imagine this, okay? You from here, you own your house. There's no mortgage, okay? You own your own car. There's no car payment. The only thing you actually worry about is like, just go ahead, work, and you own a farm and everything. You don't worry about like bills and everything because everything you produced, right? You
Yeah.
left all that behind. You have zero. You come here in this country. What they give you a couple of months for Section 8. They give you food stamp for a couple. They give you food stamp, but if you work, that shit cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what kind of work are you gonna get? You just got here.
Yeah.
You don't even have no degrees. You're gonna work at the warehouse, and even though they know that you only work at warehouse, why they cut your stuff? Now they're gonna build you. you have to work, right? Or can I just go to school and not pay? No, you have to work because you're old enough. So we have to survive where we used to live like everything we have. Now we have to work crazy, right? So we have to adapt that. We have to get used to that. I remember that I was what with the fake age. I was like what 11th grade. I used to look for a part-time job to help my family because there's no other way around it because I can't let my mom wake up 5 a.m. go to warehouse and
Right.
I'm going to school like everything was okay. Now that's not the life that I wanted to live. So that's why I adapted working and that's why I become workaholic because it started from young age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, this is my first time meeting you, but just following you on socials and looking at the stuff you've done, it seems like you're always working or doing something.
I have to.
Right.
I have to be example as of right now that I'm a father. I have to be example for my kid to show them that nothing comes easy in this country. You gotta have to earn it. I mean, in order for you to I mean, yeah, like I have it. You have to go ahead and work hard and get that. So every day when I wake up, that's my mentality. Like and also the people that I work with around me, like the production people that are around me, they are hardworking people. So that helps me the energy to do what I do every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I should have asked, around what year is this when you come to the States?
On here.
Yeah.
It was like I think 1980, 19. Sorry, in here it was 1997, the end of 1997. Yeah, in
Okay.
December. Yeah,
So a 10-year-old
yeah,
in 97,
Yeah.
and then you have to go to junior high, and then you're
Yeah.
done with high school early.
the high school. But what I used to do though, I used to go night school. So because I had to work part time, and
Yeah.
sometimes I can't even cut up my homework and everything. I used to work at 7-Eleven here or there, and I have this guy own a 7-Eleven. He let me work with that because of, and he also got in trouble. I'm sorry about him. But that I used in the morning. I used to wake up. I throw away newspapers because I used to ride a bike.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Then I used to do. So I used to work here or there just to help something around. So that way, I'm bringing money in the house.
Yeah.
But also the homework and the stuff. I wasn't getting it right, so they assigned me to go to night school. So everything when I'm done, I'll go to night school, like 3
Jeez.
days a week, and to make it on my credits. So, but I pulled off everything and get my degree. I'm in high school, and before I even started for my college, is when I had my first baby.
Wow.
Yeah, I know it's crazy.
Man, I mean, I have one. Me and my wife have one kid, a boy. Just he's 5.5 now, and I was in my 30s, obviously, when he's born, and I'm like, holy shit. So you being, just out of high school.
It's in high school, bro.
Yeah, yeah. What was that? I mean, what was going through your head when your first child comes?
So before she was born, and I was young, and think I was the shit.
Yeah,
I was a hip hop, Somali hip hop. I used to make music.
Yeah.
And I used to be not shy, do whatever I want to do. I love hip. So this is I had a passion for hip hop, but that time I didn't want to do in English because my English was not that good, but I was really, really good at Somali. So because I like the beat and everything, I used to change it in Somali and bring in hip hop. And
Got
doing that, and people like, oh, you doing this? I have like crew like kept coming in. And I remember that I did one video. It's called Wakawadana. It was played in the national TV in Kenya.
Wow.
Yeah, and all that we did for fun of it, right?
Yeah.
And imagine that a kid like that, I'm going to Ohio, performing in a Somali community, going to Minnesota, performing Somali community, then had a baby. It's like, what am I doing? Yeah. But I'm glad I had a baby there.
Yeah.
Because baby changed you how you think and the way you operate. So because holding a baby, that shows you like you on a different level.
Yep.
That you have to push it back. But I was still doing it a little bit here and there. But my first baby, it was a baby girl. She actually changed my life to a better life. So that's when I had to pick up another job. I worked 2 jobs to just make sure I give a better life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man, what you have 3 kids? All
I have 3. I have 2 girls and a boy.
okay.
Yeah, my 2 girls are oldest and the boy is the youngest.
Okay. I can't imagine having multiple, man.
When I first then I had second, it's like, okay, I think I was shooting for a boy.
Yeah,
It's like, then my mind is like, oh, that's it. You only make the girls.
yeah.
She's like, try third one. Oh no.
Yeah.
But yeah, alhamdulillah, God blessed me to a boy, and that's when I was like, you know what? I think I'm good for now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're good. This is it. Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
So you started doing, you were doing the music here, and around what year is that when you're doing music?
So the music started about, for me, about end of 2005.
Okay.
That's when I started doing it. It started on, I don't know if you know this chat named Paltalk.
Yeah.
So, it started from there because we had a Somali groups and everything because we used to talk a lot of crap over there.
Yeah.
So what we used to do is that we use, old computers. You grab a beat, you just like keep yapping. That's what we started. And it become where people are dissing each other. So it become like huge. And from there is where we start doing, okay, I think this music thing is getting somewhere.
Yeah.
And that's where we started. Then when my name that attached to me is called Finger Flip, it was when it was like end of 2008. And my daughter was born 2009.
Okay.
And that was like, okay, now when I'm coming up, I have a baby.
Got
But
it.
thank God I did.
Yeah.
Because it's like God sending you a message. Say,
Right.
hey, that's not the path you want to go. You switch it a little bit. Take a break and do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Let's talk about how I did read up a little bit on you, but how doing music kind of transitioned into getting into film. So what does that look like?
So I'm always was a supportive of. So I have a close friend, kind of close family friend. Her name is Fatima.
Okay.
She even worked with the state. She always used to call me to bring the kids together because our goal was to take the kids out of the street and do something good. So her job was like hosting events to like police, firefighter, so people can listen to good stuff. So that way
Yeah.
they do something good. So she always called me, hey Musa, can you bring the kids? I'll pay you gas. So I used to play soccer,
Yeah.
bring everybody out there. So one day, no, before that, what brought me to that, before all that, while I was doing my music, K9 is an artist from Canada. He's Somalian.
Okay.
I don't know if you heard the song Waving Flag. He did even World Cup for Waving Flag. When I go, oh, this is it's a famous song.
Okay.
It's a really famous song. He came to Utah. He was looking for Somali actors. So he had a short film concept to see if this will go far. So in the community Utah, because I built it become a bad person because I was a rapper who making people bad because in our culture we don't believe in that rap and all that stuff. Our culture believes in doing good and go to school and all that stuff. So the community already made myself a name because the bad guy, but they knew that I also not scared in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So when they said that they wanted a Somali actor, and somebody called to me, hey, since you're doing this thing, they're looking for Somali actors. You should go. I'm like, actor? Oh yeah, okay. Because I always wanted to be an actor, but I don't know where to start.
Yeah.
So I drove, go to Park City, met this guy first time because he was an inspiration for me. Then I met Robert Redford over there because he was the advisor
Wow.
of the film. So I met a lot of big actors that I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
So when he took me out there, I was supposed to be only future background, no lines, no nothing. But then K9 and Robert Redford looked at me that, can you memorize the line? I was like, what does that even mean? They give me a script, and K9 explained to me, it's like, you're going to have to read it, memorize it, because we're going to take the paper, then you're going to have to act when somebody talks. Okay, then Robert looked at me and said, you know what, let's go have a lunch, all of us. So where we took the lunch is like nothing but producers, actors. This is a Park City. Robert Redford owns the place.
Yeah.
I'm like sitting at a table that I would never thought I would ever gonna sit at that table. Nothing but actors. So I'm like, I need to go because I need to memorize this. I remember running and I said somewhere, keep memorizing. I did well. And Robert Redford at the end comes to me and said, because I had to keep going back there for 3 weeks. He comes and said, do you have an agent? What the heck is agent? My mom's like, what is agent? Like, are you asking me a cop or like FBI agent? Like, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know what the heck is agent mean. And He laughed at me. I remember. He's like, "Oh, okay. So this is what I want you to do." I said, "Okay. I want you to go find agent. I want you to go take acting school. I want you to do this because you do have the future, and you're a quick learner. I highly recommend you do that."
Wow.
I took that to the heart. But you gotta understand though, that time is when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
At that moment, I was that big when he
Yeah.
told me that. Left that place. Week passed by. I went back to my soccer and hanging out with my friends. I didn't do no action.
Mm.
Then I was like, shoot, what should I do? Then I used to work 2 jobs, budget, rent a car, and Xfinity. And so one day I was with the customer, and one of my good friend, he was talking to another guy, and he said, "Hey, isn't that guy look like Captain Phillip? You know that movie come out, Captain
Yeah.
Phillip." And my boy Barkat, he's like, he looks like that guy. Everybody looking at me, is it that look like? The guy he was talking to, his name is Dodge. Thanks to him, I didn't know nothing about agent. He's the one explained to me what agent is.
Mm.
He really come to me and said, "You really should look into acting." I said, "I think I did one acting." No, you really get into it. I want you to call this guy right now. So it was my first agent, David Lynn. I call him. I said, "Hey, I got your number from Dutch. Okay, send me a picture." I took a picture, sent it to him. Do you have a resume? Like a job?
You're like Xfinity. I delivered
he said,
papers.
"Don't worry about it. Come see me."
Yeah.
I went to his place, office, explained to me everything, and he signed me up right on the spot.
Wow.
But you understand though, he signed a person doesn't know nothing about what his agent is. What do we do in the class? Because I want somebody to explain to me everything. So I've been going his class for me not understanding. Because yes, I was doing acting. There was a great coaching out there and everything. But my surrounded, the people I'm sitting with, I'm not getting the energy back. So then go back to my good friend and the family, Fatima. When she called me, she wanted to help for bring the kids to this event so they can learn something. I brought the kids and I met this. I know you know Tua.
Yeah.
So Tua was there. He was doing a speech, and then I was about to leave because my job is to bring the kids and get the hell out of there, right? Yeah. So when I'm about to leave, and this guy's like, "Yeah, I'm an actor." I'm like, "Wait a second, tattooed everywhere."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Wow." I said, "You know what? Let me sit down and talk to him because if he can do it, there's no way I cannot do it."
Yeah.
So that's when we connect and exchange information. And I didn't know that he was working with JD.
Mm.
And that's how. So I'm a type of person. If I met you and I know that you have something that will benefit both, I mean, like help me get where I want to, I will not stop contacting you because until you say, like, "Hey, you know what? Leave me alone. Just come see me." Yeah. So that's the type of person I am. So I was, man, when, and that's what I said. You know what? Come on, I have something, and that's when we shoot Simone Gold.
Okay.
I played the Uber guy. I took my job serious when it comes to acting because I took it to the heart because I want to kill my role, bring the character alive. So when I did that, and that's when I met JD. I saw this guy, Sony camera running, one boom, and one lighting, running around. I fall in love. The whole crew's like, this is the vibe I want. Not the class that I'll go. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to spend more time. So I cut soccer.
Yeah.
I kept my friends hanging out, keep coming to place all the time. And we shot Simone Gold. We shot Simone Gold 2. And that's when I was like talking to JD. It's like, hey, you know, I'm just trying to find, I don't want to push people. I want to fit in. Like, I want to. So I remember we were at the Utah Film Festival and JD had a opportunity to shoot a film in LA. It's called Unseen. He was, they were already planning to go, but I didn't know if I was a part of it. So I asked Damar, I asked Tua, I asked the Pale. They're like, "Oh yeah, we are going, and I don't know if you're coming though," because they didn't even know. Because I didn't even know if I'm part of the Inglewood. First thing I do, I call JD. "Yo, you guys are going, right?" I said, "Oh yeah, we are going." It's like I didn't say we. "Oh, you coming, right?" He said, "Oh, me? Yeah, you're my sound guy." I feel like I had to work the next day. I need to go. My mind's like, they can wait.
Yeah.
It's a big opportunity. It's like, yeah, I'm going. So I called sick. I went with them, and that's where Inglewood started
Yeah.
with me, with JD. It's it's the biggest thing ever that to work with JD because he's the type of person. If you pick up something, and at least you're learning, you grow with him, and that's what I learned from JD because I didn't know how to do sound. Even though he said you my sound guy, I didn't know nothing. Yes, I was holding a boom. I don't know if that's count. I don't know, but I took a pen and paper. We worked with the production in LA. Every single thing they were doing, I was writing down. Every equipment they were using as a sound guy, I was writing down. By the time we came back, I said, hey, JD, we need this, 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 we need this. He didn't say no because he was surprised that I'm taking a note.
Yeah.
And I took serious. Then we bought it, everything.
Yeah.
And that's how I become the sound guy, the sound engineer for Inglewood Films. And from there, I became producer and helped me behind the camera.
Man.
I know, it's crazy.
So it's all out of drive and just the want to learn more.
I want to learn more. One
Yeah.
phone call, you come in, and I'm right there. If I'm coming, I'm learning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not wasting no time. I want to be part of this, and I have to earn it because in order for you to be part of it, you have to earn something. And I was the only one always say that, take a pillar, learn something. I meant that because if you want to be part of something, you either have to learn something or you just wasting their time, honestly. You know, you have to add something in the group. And what I add to the group and the family Inglewood Films is like the sound. Because from when I learned from that, nobody hired sound because I was the only one doing Inglewood sound. What do you call Diallo, Saya. Anything JD does, I did the sound. Ajia,
Yeah.
Ultimate Sacrifice. All of them, I'm the one who did the sound.
Man.
Yeah, because of if it wasn't JD, I would not learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thanks to him.
Yeah. Going back to that first shoot in California that you were doing the sound on, you said you know, all right, I got this job, but it can wait. How long was that shoot? How long were you out of town?
We were, I think it was a 5-day trip.
Okay. Did you just tell your job like, hey, listen, I got a cold.
I'm sick. I'm gonna take the next 2 days plus my next 2 days off. I'll see you guys another day. Yeah, yeah. But I do have a sick days. So they let me.
Okay.
But that time they didn't know me as an actor.
Yeah, yeah.
But now they know me as an actor. So every time some big comes in, they work with me. So
Oh,
I give
that's
it to them.
great.
Yeah.
That's
But
good.
I wasn't nobody back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, so again, acting, producing. I don't think a lot of people, and maybe even myself included, what all goes into producing a film? Like, what does the producer do for someone who would have no idea?
That's a great question. That's a really good question. Because nowadays, people in Utah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to put Utah on the spot, but I had to. People like to get the name.
Oh, no doubt.
That's it.
In anything.
And
Yeah.
they don't do nothing.
Yeah.
For me, to answer that question, producer is the guy who sets everything. So if I'm a producer for this project, I believe in this project, right? I'm the producer. My name is a label to it.
Yep.
I need to find the funding for this thing, find the locations, find everything I can on my end, even though I'm not. So there's a different type of production manager, producer. Example, the shoebox. Okay, let me take the example of the shoebox. The shoebox was our first SAG film. Okay, me, JD, Mandy, because we wanted our actors like Damar, Pale, every actors in the group, and Aaron, we want them to focus as an actor. But 3 of us, we went to hell. The reason why I'm saying that is we all had to wear different hats. I had to be a producer, make sure those paperwork got done, because anybody who has done SAG can tell you this. It ain't no easy. It's not one-man job. It's not two-man job.
Got it.
Paperwork, meaning that you're going to have to send every actor's information, make sure they sign everything, send that back to deal with the SAG. You're the one dealing with SAG. Make sure they bring it back. Make sure you pay all the actors. We shot it in the COVID. Craziest time ever. Make sure everybody takes a COVID test every single time.
Sheesh.
What we're doing, we're driving the Inglewood fan. We pick everybody up. Taking it back. I wear like different hats. Mandy wear different hats. JD, directing, producing, you name it, DP, all that stuff. He's doing it. And so being a producer, your job is not just a brand. Your job is to make sure this film find the funding, make sure this film everything is set. Communicate with the casting. Communicate with the production manager. Make sure the location is locked. Communicate with the director. Is there anything else we need to add on this? Communicate with what they call crafty. Make sure there's a food on the set, and the safety. Make sure we have a crew. Make sure we have the sound guy. We have the DP guy. We have that first AD guy. We have all that stuff.
Wow.
Your job is not easy. You make sure all that thing ties in together. Make sure everything is up to date, because those actors, anybody they have question, if there's a paperwork missing, who would they ask? A producer.
Wow.
Not like just run.
yeah,
You're
that's
not
a
just
lot.
like running to the director. No, a producer. Producer is in the middle of everything. It's like this. So if you're not that person and you're not doing all that job, and you just want to get that name credit, then when you get a bigger job for producing, how the hell you gonna pull off?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I had to wear a different hat, and I will not learn all that stuff if we didn't go through the shoebox the way we did.
Man.
Yeah, so I had to do sound, I had to be a producer, production manager, and JD and I and Mandy, I remember that I still have a picture. We're like sitting in the room, we're like all writing a check. No, I'm serious. Like
Yeah.
every actor, like serious. We have something else we need to shoot, but we need to finish this right away because SAG-AFTRA, they need a copy of every check.
Really?
Yeah, so we have to do that. We'll make sure we have the insurance cover, we have this cover, we have that, and nobody else in Utah can tell you you have to do this process. No, we find our own way to do all that stuff. But to be a producer, you are the middleman standing, and that's why when paperwork is missing, when somebody needs to sign everything, they have to ask the producer.
Man, that's a large
It's not easy.
responsibility.
It's a responsibility, but it's the beauty of that, because if you can pull off all that, later on when you apply a job, your job becomes easy and simple, because now you getting a job with a bigger production where you don't run around the way we did. You know what I mean? So, but it's not easy. It's a hard job. If you can't do it, don't take the name, don't take the credit, don't embarrass yourself.
Yeah.
But if you can do it, it's easier to do it sometimes, but it could be harder. But go through it, learn from it, and do it so you can earn the name in the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you talked about SAG there, and for everyone watching this right now, we're recording this the 14th of September. So in the event the strike's over with, it is what it is. But if you could talk a little bit about SAG and also, kind of how that strike is impacting your life, because like I said, you seem like a person that was constantly working, constantly doing things, and it's not like you're not, but you can't act right now.
Nope.
So for those who don't understand what SAG is, maybe go into that just a little bit and how they help you and kind of what the strike's all about. That might be a really loaded question.
No, it's good. It's a good question. SAG, actually, first of all, SAG is a guild, SAG-AFTRA. So to become actually a SAG member, you have to be in a feature film where you either play a good role that has multiple lines but multiple days.
Got it.
Right?
Okay.
You have to have at least 3 days tops to be in the film with you having the lines.
Okay.
So that will make you qualify as SAG-AFTRA, right? That's only qualifying. So you become a SAG-AFTRA that qualifying, right? Then from there you have to pay money. Yeah, I believe I don't know if the price change is $3,800. You pay one time
Oh, okay. Okay.
to get the member, right?
Okay.
This other production pay that for you, but it depends who you work with. So you get that, you become a SAG-AFTRA. But every year you pay dues twice a year.
Okay.
So usually it's like March or April, then October, right? What they do, when you're on set, you're protected. You have insurance, you have all that stuff, you are protected. And also when you get hired, they can't pay you less because you're SAG. Your lowest, it could be like 12 to 1,500 a day.
Okay.
And if something it's on, you have to have they treat you as a SAG after you have trailer and all that stuff. So being a SAG is great because you're known as an actor that who actually have done it a big film. So, but also being a SAG actor, you can't just work on the union, like non-union or non-SAG and everything. You can't work because what happens is you pay a penalty. what's hurting us right now is because SAG is strike right now. We can't work because we are SAG after member, and the only thing we can make us as of a business, there's other project maybe they approve like it's like low budget SAG and all that stuff. They don't pay that much,
Got it.
but it's hurting all of us right now. We can't work. This October is coming right now.
Yeah.
Are we paying dues? I don't even know yet because we sent email. I believe some said that you don't have to pay right now because of the strike going on.
Yeah.
But the strike is hurting not only as an actor, also the production companies. They can't shoot nothing. The
Yeah.
writers and everybody. So the economy, people think like, oh, this is just an acting. No, this is a real work.
Yeah.
We, same as we clock in, clock out, we work 12 hours a day. Like when we on set, we work 12 hours, like or 8 hours. You know what I mean? We work same as everything, but we're doing something that we love. And like yeah, you may be sitting on a desk, you're a manager and everything, but it's the same thing, but it's a different job.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine that it says that there's no job.
Yeah.
Layoff, go stay home until you get, it's the same thing. It's like we all get laid off right now. It's like layoff, people don't, they put on a different level on it and they strike, but all the actors are laid off right now, all
Yeah.
SAG actors. So
Jeez.
anybody who's not SAG right now, a benefit to it because they can work on union. They can work anywhere they want to right now and make money. So for me, how are we gonna make money? So just like right now, we're shooting a film, we're shooting a music video, we're shooting it. We're hustling here there just
Yeah.
to survive until SAG comes with an negotiation, whatever they come with.
Yeah.
But they have to come quick because right now it's not
Because it's been
looking
months.
good. It's been going and going. They keep every time I check the email because they keep sending us email. Oh, we're gonna get there. We all getting there. All that we had is like, there. But they shut a lot of films like Deadpool. What's
Yeah.
it called? A lot of big films right now. They don't see that. Yes, those actors are millionaires and everything. They have money. But what about us?
Yeah.
Even though what we're fighting right now is a great thing because what they're fighting for right now is that to get the insurance for SAG, you have to make at least 26 to 30,000 a year.
Mm.
What about if you're not getting booked that much?
Yeah.
How are you gonna make that? But you also paying the dues and you also pay the 3,500. You are a SAG member, but you still not coverage like the other person. Also, when you're in the film, sometimes you're not getting the royalty because you're not done through.
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
It's a lot. Yeah.
He's a known actor, and but hopefully there's something good come up. But they need to make it quick because as an actor, of SAG actor, we are hurting right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that kind of like when you get into acting or someone gets into acting, is it kind of a goal to be a part of SAG because of those benefits or?
So, great question. A lot of people jump in saying that, I want to be SAG. Don't jump into SAG if the job is not coming to you more often.
Okay.
Example, I don't wait for my manager to call me and apply job. I knock doors.
Yeah.
Because if you're passionate about something and you really love the stuff that you do, you don't wait. You should not wait for anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's good to you have a manager who look out for you, your contract, looking for a job for you. But do you want to just wait for him or her, or do you want to also you not gonna because this is you.
Yeah.
So that's what I do. I send emails. I make calls. I network every time I go to events. I meet people. I network. I introduce myself. Sometimes I just go to out of country, just network. So that's how I build my my networking. I like to get to know people. What kind of project you do? How can I get into yours? Right? Because I'm the one who need it. So the more stuff that I do, my name's gonna be there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why if you're not getting booked a lot, SAG is not the way you need to go.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a resume or a lot of jobs you have done that people maybe want to hire you more, you do not want to go SAG. Wait
Okay.
until they force you to become SAG.
Got
Because
it.
usually when you do a lot of SAG films, feature films, there's going to be a time going to be like, hey, you know what? You've been doing a lot of these feature films, you have to be SAG.
Okay.
Wait for that time.
Yeah.
But if you feel like, you know what? My friend is like, I should be a SAG, don't do it
Yeah.
because of your friend. Wait for your turn. When you think, not anyone else, not somebody tell you you're ready, when you think you're ready and you know that you're getting booked a lot, then yes. If you think you can get, let's example, if you live in Utah and you know you're gonna get, you keep getting the roles from out of state, yes, become SAG.
Okay. Yeah.
The reason why I want to become SAG, I was getting booked for out of state. a country, right? Yes, I want to be SAG, right? So when I saw myself going there, and then when I got booked for the Apple TV, and that's what I was like, you know what? I want to be SAG
Yeah.
because I'm already SAG eligible. What am I waiting for,
Yeah.
right? And that's when I was like, you know what? I just finalized it. I become SAG.
Mm.
Then from there, more doors open for me. Like,
Okay.
okay, The Graduate comes in, and then we're doing our own films here. Then Malbut comes in,
Yeah.
and so a lot of film comes in because of like you gotta be hustled, man. You have to
Yeah.
knock doors. Don't wait for your manager. They're doing their job already because the only way for them to get paid
Is if
they
you
have to give you a job.
Yeah, yeah.
Simple as that. So it's not like they're sleeping anywhere, but also you should not even sleep. You should also knock the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to spend just a little bit longer talking about film, and then we're going to get into kind of the end, the rapid fire questions that I like to ask. I want to talk about two different films, and you can decide where we start. So, Algia is coming out, and for those who follow the podcast, JD's been on here twice. He talked about Algia last October, and then when he was on here this year. And that is coming out. October 26th will be the premiere. You can buy tickets. I'll put the link in the podcast description because I don't necessarily have that link right now. But I've already bought my tickets. I know you were a producer on Algia. The other film I wanted to talk about is the one that is doing really well in Malaysia. I want to talk about your experience with that. But whatever one you would like to start with, let's do that, and then we'll go into the other film.
Let's start with Algeria.
Okay.
First of all, get your ticket now because it's already getting sold out.
Yeah. Again, I got mine. I got two. So.
It's been Algeria is really, really. We put this is 2-year shoot film, 2-year running. First feature film. I was the second feature film because JD already shot the fear level, but this is my first feature film that I produced, and really great film. Everybody that we did a private screening that's seen it, they fall in love with it. So it's it has a lot of great story. It's not scary that you think. I don't want to give it away a lot, but it's a must-watch movie. It's coming out October 26th, but the tickets already getting sold out already. So get your ticket now. I'm really proud of. It's our baby, and when I say it's our baby, because if I put the time in and I believe it in, and that's what I call our baby. So Algia is my baby, JD's baby, Damar, Cheyenne. There's a lot of people behind it. But get your ticket. It's a great film. October 26th, Megaplex and John Common. Come see us, and you will see me and everybody else. Take a picture. Come see us. Let's talk about Malbut. Malbut. How did I get into Malbut? Even funnier. I was at home watching a movie at night. I only use WhatsApp. How many people use WhatsApp app in the United States? None. Not a lot.
Not a lot, yeah, unless they have like family out of the country. Or,
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was playing. No, I was watching a movie actually. I remember watching a movie, and also wanted to play my game PS5, but I got text message from WhatsApp app. I looked at it one side. I was like, Alexa, WhatsApp app. Like, I grabbed it. I was like, oh, it's a scam. Before I put it down, there was a word in a text message. It says a Bakara. That's where I grew up. That's where I was born. Hello, Bakara. I grabbed it again. I said, let me read it. It was a proposal saying, hey, we have a film we want to shoot, and we think you fit in the role. I would like to give you the opportunity to audition. And it's called Bakara. I call my manager in the middle of the night because they only communicate. What, Musa? I say, hey, I want you to take a look at this. Okay, send it to me. I will look a couple of days. Okay, I text him back. Say, hey, I'm forwarding this to my manager, and she will get back to you guys. Take a couple of days. My manager comes back. This guy's not a scam. This guy's a real.
Well, you never know. You know what I'm saying?
I even forgot about it after my manager called me back.
Yeah.
I was like, real. Then I was like, okay, even though it sounds real, it's like, no, I want to see the faces. We request a Zoom meeting. So time differences, it's nighttime late for us, day for them. Me and my manager and them, we talk to each other, and they're like, okay, we'd like to offer you this, but we'd like you to do an audition. So they send me the treatment so I can read it. I always like even before I do it, I like to see what the film we're talking about.
Explain what treatment is for people
Exactly.
that don't know.
Treatment is they short of explaining what is the story about. So, where is the story? Where it's gonna go? Where is it gonna be shooting? Where is it a true story or not? So, what is the story about? They make it short on one page instead of sending you 150 pages. It's only one, just explaining what it is.
Perfect.
When I read that, I was like, "Wow, it's a true story," and I want to try it. So they sent me because it was requested from the director to see if I can pull off. There's a two scene he wanted to see. It was emotional scene, and the funny thing is, it was my first time playing any emotional scene. I played a lot of roles. Emotionally was not one of them. Because of I fall in love with the story, I was like, I gotta try it.
Yeah.
Sent it to me. I did two take, and I sent it to them. I didn't hear anything back. It's like that's it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't get it. That's what I didn't get it. Because usually, as an actor, this is actually big help for all the actors. If you do audition, don't look back. Just go for the next. Because your job, you already done it. You already have one win. You got the audition. The director requested, you did the audition, you send the video. That director knows who you are. Even if the video is bad or not, you already have one win. Put that in your head. That's one thing I have learned, and a lot of people tell me. Put that in your head, and that way, and you move forward. But for me, I couldn't even go forward because I fall in love with this.
Yeah.
Then a week passed by, then I got another text message. We'd like to offer you the role. Let's talk about the process, like agreement. What are you going to agree? We go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This is the hardest part. They wanted me 22 days.
Oh.
I have no vacation left. I have no sick days left. I have to make a decision. I talked to my manager. He's trying his best to find a way. He couldn't. Talk to HR. They're trying to find a way. They couldn't. It's funny. One time I did a commercial for Xfinity. So the president of Xfinity fall in love for my performance. He had to invite me to live streaming TV on Denver for me to ask me a question how I felt. And because of a creative relationship, I forgot we had we call a one-on-one meeting that was coming up. I didn't even know. So I remember just like yesterday, it was Friday. I was sitting, I just go home. It's like, oh, email come out, notification. Oh, your one-on-one coming up. It's like, one-on-one with who? I looked at it, it was him. And I'm already upset, like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah.
I need to go. I have one option: leave your job, go, or live this one lifetime opportunity and just stay at work. So with me and him, we just chatting. It's like, hey, how is everything? Because he knew I was an actor. How's the acting going? I was like, oh, it's like,
Wait a minute.
wait a minute. How's my acting going? It's like, okay, let's talk this.
Yeah.
I don't want to go behind my manager and everything. I'll say, hey, it's like, first of all, before I say this, I'm not going behind my manager. I had to be upfront clear. But I have a one lifetime opportunity. And I don't know what to do from here. I worked for this company for a long time, but this is one lifetime opportunity. A person like me come from a different country and it's not going to come around easy.
Yeah.
What shall I do? He looked at me and said, do you have a laptop? I said, yes. Okay. You have done a lot for this company. If we can't give anything back to you, well, who we are. Take your laptop, let me take care of this. I couldn't believe it because I had to ask that question again. No, so I had to ask. I was like, no, what I'm saying that I don't have no time. No, the reason I'm saying take your laptop is you're still gonna work.
Yeah.
But I want you to go follow your dreams.
Wow.
I had emotional real quick coming my face, like I couldn't believe it. And he can see that I'm like on getting to emotion. It's like, I'll let you go right now. Let me take care of this and that. One, I felt bad because I sounded like I'm talking behind my manager, which I wasn't. And but at the same time, it's not like my managers are always not supporting me. They always supported me. But I felt guilty because I had to leave and them working, for me. But that's how I end up to go Turkey, take time away from my family, then fly back, then go back to Turkey again. So first time we go to Gaziantep, dry, hottest country ever, Turkey. We shot, great experience. I met team. they treat me really well because they have a good team. So also again, I'm always learning from there, even though I'm an actor. So they flew me from here to there. My job is to make sure I don't mess up. I take serious for my role. So every single day at night, I make sure I go back to the script. Even though I know the script to my heart, I want to make sure I'm performing right. But thanks to all the actors like Sam, Nafis, and everybody, Dahiri, the director, Adrian Teh, they always like put me on the spot to wear a great actor. So the people that I'm performing with, they are really top actors in Malaysia. Feeling the energy, so I gotta have to bring my A game. So my hardest one was actually Adana, where is the second city in Turkey, because 9 a.m. is already freaking 128 degrees.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I'm serious, it's hot as hell.
Yeah.
At nighttime, even though there's no sun, it's so hot.
Ugh.
So I had to perform. There's one scene I did. The most emotional part is that part. I remember there's like 300 people, 200 people like surround me just watching that scene because that was my scene. I'm on the ground doing that for 10, 20 times. But it's so hard. But I had to perform. So I had to block all that because we were watching. And it was the best experience I ever had because going out of country doing that. Then come back here, then go to Malaysia. That was another one. But no, I had a great time. But even though it was hot, it was crazy. But kudos to the crew, casting crew, for always being there for me and always to look out and make sure that I've been taken care of.
Man.
Yeah, it was a beautiful film. They did that film. If anybody have watched it, Black Hawk Down. If you watch Black Hawk Down, if you see the film only showed American side. I'm not blaming Hollywood. I'm not blaming that because the story is so big.
Yeah.
But America is not the only one who went to Somalia. Pakistan, Malaysia, France, Italy, everybody went there.
Yeah.
But Malaysia's part, nobody showed because they're the one who actually like help America most, like dead or alive, the military take it out for them.
Oh, yeah.
They're the one who did it, but nobody showed that part. The director took him like how many years for him to develop that? Because after he did, I think he did a film named, there's another feature film that he did. After that, that's when he wanted to start shooting. When I was listening to his broadcast, this film is for Malaysia. This story was not told before.
Yeah.
90% of this film is true story, based on true story. The 10% that he created was my role.
Wow.
Yeah. He didn't want to do a film to fight. He had the license for my role to create that scene, to make the film complete.
Man.
I feel so honored and special for that because I didn't even knew that until when the interview comes up and everything. That's just like, what? 10%? But no, I make sure that I killed it, and he can prove that. But I took it to the heart because I played a lot of Somali films. This is the first film that does not show Somalia all bad. Have you seen that when you're a Somali actor, you only have two options. You either play a character for terrorist,
Yep.
or homeless, or whatever it is. They don't give you a character that you want. So I'm really, really honored that he gave me this role because of that, showing that I work for UN. In a great role. I don't want to give it away because the film is still on the theater.
Yeah.
It's doing really great, by the way. Thanks to Malaysia people. But my role he created is a beautiful role, and shows that how great this film is because of how he made this film for Malaysia. Yeah, the Malaysia should be happy and should be like really excited because of nobody ever thought anybody will make a Malaysian story. And he did it.
Is it in theaters here in the U.S.? I know it's doing really, really well.
So
in
right now
Malaysia.
it's really well in Malaysia.
Okay.
So it's less than a month right now. So
Yeah.
Damn, they're crashing it. Like people show up,
That's
people
great.
watch it because it's so great. They have a plan. They haven't shared it yet, but they have a plan to worldwide.
Okay.
And also there's a big streaming talk. So
Okay,
that will
yeah.
be even America.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that because I can't give no information. But this film is really not, and even though it's from Malaysia, honestly, I want my Somali people to watch it because when they shot for Black Hawk Down, they showed the Somali side nothing but bad people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't want to be, labeled to that. Yes, we are a country that we're trying to figure out what the heck is going. Why you guys in my country? Get out of our country, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's trying to, save themselves, but this guy showed why. So kudos to everybody. But this is a great film, and I'm really honored to be part of it, and then play for my part.
Man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Coming full circle, and I don't, this is ignorance on my part. I don't know what it's like in Somalia now, but do you ever go back? Would you ever go back just kind of visit? Is that something you would want to do, or?
I would love to, if it's safe.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm,
if it's safe, yeah. But I would love to.
Okay.
Even though I don't have nothing left back there for me.
Everyone's here.
Yeah,
in the
California, in the state. I would love to go see. I haven't went back since I left.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it looks like right now.
Yeah.
But I have seen a lot is way change, really good in a good way. So hopefully it stays that way.
Okay.
I would like to one day take my kids show where I come
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
That's my goal. So, but not right now.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
If it's safe, then yes. But
Okay.
yeah, it's always in my plan. I have to because show my kids like, hey, this is where your father come from.
Yeah.
This is where you want to see. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's one of my plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd probably blow their mind. You know what I mean? Just because you have a pretty good life for them. you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
And do you talk to them about what it was like as a kid?
I did. I always talk about it because they, as you know, that a lot of people watch TVs here. When they watch news, first thing, Africa, they only show you the bad spot.
Yeah.
Africa is so beautiful. There's
Yeah.
stuff that in Africa that's not even in the United States. Same as Malaysia is so freaking beautiful. They don't even have the stuff that Malaysia has. Not even Vegas don't have that, right? But do we see that? No, until you go there and see it, right?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of beautiful things out there. But I want my kids to see in real life. So yeah, I always talk to them. I always show them. I even show them that the life that people are going through here, even American people, like they have to wake up every day to work. When you can own back there, back our house, we own our own shit. We wake up in the morning, not worry about anything. Right? That's a life that people live there, but people don't understand that.
Yeah.
They only show that the ghetto place. Every country has the ghetto place.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to show my kids in where I come from and how people live in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
For sure. Okay. So at the end of all my interviews, I always do kind of rapid fire stuff,
Okay.
right? So some of these will be one word answers. You can
Okay.
give context. You don't have to give context, The first question is always easy. You have 24 hours to live. What's your last meal?
24 hours to live. What's my last meal? 24 hours to live. I will not need a meal. I will pray, stay with the family, spend time with the family. That's gonna be my meal.
Okay.
Because if I already know that's my 24 hours, that I'll know after 24 hours I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Last place I want to be is with my family and make sure that I'm there with them.
You're the first person that's ever said that. It just goes to show that everyone who else has been on this show is just selfish.
Yeah. Yeah, meal is not my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah,
Meal
okay,
is not
yeah,
my mind.
okay.
That's the last thing.
I like that. I like that a lot. You said you were big into hip hop, right? That's
Yeah.
kind of, what got you into film. You were doing your own music. So on this podcast, I as well love hip hop. I have my whole life. We celebrated 50 years of hip hop just recently.
Yeah.
Give me 3 essential albums that you think everyone should listen to in hip hop.
Oof. Oh my God. I'm old school, first of all. I don't know on top of my head the names, but I can tell you my favorite rappers and Dr. Dre.
Okay, so probably The Chronic or 2001. Either one. Okay.
The other one. Eminem. I know he's a white guy, but he's the killer.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes white guys are okay.
Yeah, I also like his movie.
8 Mile.
8 Miles.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it pushed me to more hip hop because of that film. Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar is his lyrics is deep.
Yeah.
He people were like, how come you didn't say Drake? How come you didn't say 50? No, I
Yeah.
go by lyrics. I'm old school, even though Lamar is not that old school, but I like his lyrics. I like because when you're old school, you don't want to listen to these days like
Yeah,
bitch, and
a lot of stuff
You like
that-
to listen
yeah.
something people want to listen, right?
Yeah.
So I'm all about like lyrics and people want to listen to. So yeah, those are my three top.
And that has a message too. I love.
And I don't
love
want to
Kendrick.
forget the king, Tupac, my boy.
There you go.
Tupac is top down. Yeah, he's what I like about Tupac. Every song he did is message behind it. You
Yep.
know, man. Yeah, he don't just write because he pushed buttons for the government and because he sees the struggle.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tupac too.
Yep.
So,
Okay. Favorite movie, and if you want to name a couple like in different genres of film, that's fine. But if you have one that's always your go-to,
American Gangster, Denzel. Trainer, Denzel. I know I'm keep going to Denzel. People are like, what the heck is wrong with you? Shoot. Yeah.
I mean, Training Day and American Gangster are both great.
They're both great, and also The Equalizer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm a Denzel fan.
He's on his third one now.
Yeah, he's in the third one. I'm a Denzel guy. Sorry for other actors like Tom Cruise and all that stuff. I'm a Denzel guy because I love his acting, and
Yeah.
he's always like he's a director, so you can tell when he's
Yeah.
acting like he brings it to A game.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite. He Got Game came out when I was in like fourth or fifth grade, and I loved that movie. And then anything he put out after that, I just made sure I watched.
Yeah, and my other favorite movie, Algier.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
October 26th.
October 26th. You better come see me. Yeah.
Okay, so this kind of coincides with the film question.
Okay.
But if you could remake one movie, so you can act in it, you can produce, what movie are you remaking?
If I'm gonna remake one movie and act it in it, was that they messed it up? Was that Will Smith the space movie?
Independence Day?
Independence Second.
Oh, okay.
I will remake that. They messed it up. I like the first one, really good. Will Smith killed it.
Oh, the second one was terrible.
Yeah, they changed it to all the fun and all that stuff. I
Yeah.
would like to remake it, be in it, and not bring that actor, bring Will Smith back for
Yeah.
that film. Yes,
Yeah.
that's my favorite one.
I was kind of surprised he didn't do the second.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
They just picked because it's about money. They just picked and they picked the other kid to become like, oh, that's it, the little boy, the dad. Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
about money. Movies become right now. It's all about let's make money.
Yeah.
Where before it used to be like bring the story alive. It's not anymore. Yeah.
All right, last question, and you may have already given your answer to this, but you're putting on your dream concert. So just your dream concert. This isn't for anybody else. You're not
Okay.
trying to sell tickets to this concert. It's your dream concert. So I need you to pick 4 acts, dead or alive. I need who they are. It could be group, individual, solo artist, whatever. And then I need the order that they will come out. So opener all the way to closer. Because if you know anything, you doing shows back when you were doing music.
The opening for me.
No, well, if you want to be the headliner, that's fine.
I'm opening for them. That would be good. The 4, I will say, number 1, hip hop, right?
Any genre doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This is for you.
For me, oh my God, Snoop Dogg, holy crap. Of course, Eminem, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre. Oh my God, yes, those are gonna be the
Those
one
4.
that yeah,
That's great.
Those are gonna be like back then when I was hip hop. Just even be on the stage, just hold the mic, not even say anything with them.
Yeah.
That would be dream come true.
When you were doing shows and doing music, did you ever do any opening for any bigger
They had
acts?
an opening for me. So Ohio, we did a big stage. I always have a crew. So me and my friend Sharmarka used to go by the Sharwa. My boy Tiftah used to go by Dollar Flip, and we had our own group. So because we were so big on social media, basically on Partok, people knew who we are. We had as people open for us. We packed the freaking warehouse. People open for us, and we come in and we just took over the whole thing.
That's
So yeah, I never opened for anybody.
Yeah.
So they opened for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am not trying to clown, but I used to like music and,
Yeah.
and back then. But thank God,
That's great.
my life changed. I will say this: it's not how you start; it's how you finish. So even though I wasn't hip hop, God directing me to, this is not what you need to do. This is what you need to do.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you do have planned for you what you're supposed to do next.
Yeah.
So if you would ask me this 10 years ago, most of you going to be an actor, I'll look at you and laugh at you.
Yeah.
Like, get the hell out of here. Yeah. But this will not happen at all if it was not the people I was surrounded with. So thanks to J.D. Allen, Ingo Films, Damar Jones, people I was around a lot. Lenny Uto, Zella Films. Yeah, I did a film for them. So yeah, it's all about the people you surround with. But all that was not possible also if your family was not supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks to my wife, my kids, my family, though, who always like allow me to take that time and do and believe in me. So without them, I don't think anything will be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, let everyone know where they can find you on socials. Look up your films, all of that.
Instagram, Musa Aden, MusaAden officials. Our website, theinglewoodfilms.com, THE all one word.com. Get your ticket from there also. My movies, once you connect with me on Instagram, you will see it, or you can search my name, Musa, MusaAden, on IMDb.
Perfect, man. Thank you. It was really good to meet you in person.
Man, the honor's all mine, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Thank
I
you.
always wanted to be here, and we made it happen. Thank you.
Yeah. And then you know what? When you're producing your next film,
Yeah.
and I tell JD this too, you need a 6'2", bald, like slightly handsome,
Dude,
pasty
you're
gentleman.
in,
I'm
you're
your
in,
guy. You
you're
know what I
in,
mean?
you're in,
Be in the
man.
background. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, man.
Thank you,
again,
bro.
No, thank
Appreciate
you. So, no,
it.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.